This is a special news report hosted by Andy Pollock.
All right, good evening, everyone. It is almost 11 o'clock. And unfortunately, I have some bad news about what has been taking place on the Long Island Railroad main line since, believe it or not, earlier this afternoon at around 5 or 6 p.m. And I only have one soundbite that properly explains what's going on tonight on Christmas Day, out of all days of the entire year, for this nonsense to even be taking place. And believe me, live comments are going to be read because I actually have to talk to you about another disaster that happened on the 7 this morning very quickly. But we're going to focus on the railroad tonight. Well, we're now going to go to the Long Island Railroad's website, and unfortunately, we have to talk about what happened. I quickly want to thank John from Pine Power LI for bringing this to my attention earlier tonight on Facebook, on the Long Island Railroad group, so thank him for that. So as you're seeing correctly, we are still experiencing problems on the Oyster Bay, Port Jefferson, Huntington, and Ronkonkoma branches. What is the problem, you may be asking? Well, let's find out. We have a track condition near Floral Park. Therefore, trains have to reduce at lower speeds for safety reasons. Customers on the main line may experience delays averaging up to 10 minutes. So we're going to check the Long Island Railroad's boards in just a second in Hicksville to get you an idea of what in the world is just going on through all this. So let's go through a timeline of events, shall we? Okay, let's see what we can find. I'm going to find that email. I do apologize. Okay, that was another earlier issue with a switch problem near Queens Village, which again, I was afraid this was going to happen. I was afraid these signals, once again, when it gets cold, it's going to be a disaster. Thankfully, the mercury is going to be above 32. And even if it's above 32, we're still going to have these signal problems, just like last year. Oh, I'll get to that in just a second. Another issue with the brakes automatically getting deployed. You can't make this stuff up. I'm just trying to find you that mainline email. Okay, here's when this first started. Yes, this is when John told me about this. John told me about this right around 7:30. This is when John first told me about this because he got the notification through the MTA app on the Long Island Railroad's train time app. So this is the first email I got. Due to a track condition near Floral Park, trains continue to reduce speeds through the area for safety. All right, this is the same email I got. And the Long Island Railroad has not tweeted in the past 2 hours. Last time they sent out any information, almost 3 hours ago. Wow! Again, you can't make stuff up with this railroad. You can't. It's Christmas Day. How was this happening on Christmas Day? My goodness. Oh. All right, now we're going to get a live look at Hicksville right now. We'll check to see if any trains are running late at Hicksville. So we're going to check the departure board right now at Hicksville and get you a live update at the Hicksville train station. At the moment, we have an 11:16 train going to Huntington and 11:16 train going to Penn Station. Yeah, come in.
You know what time to be ready. Yeah?
I know. Sorry about that. There's only one Ronkonkoma train coming at midnight. So they are talking about this on the train time app. I'm also going to get to the other problems we've had today. I figured we'll quickly touch up on it. All right, so let's go to what happened on the Port Washington branch. We had another signal problem at the Little Neck train station today. What else is new? And then that other issue with Queens Village. Let's read this. We had a switch problem near Queens Village. And I want to show you this for a sec on a related note. The Hempstead branch is not affected because of this. So I don't understand any of this. I really don't, folks. If somebody can give me a logical answer in the comments on the live chat, please do. Because again, it always seems that every year before the new year, they always have the same old switch problems at Queens Village and or Floral Park. In this case, Floral Park. Let's go down to what happened on the 7 this morning, because there was an issue on the 7, which actually lasted 2 hours today. Here's what happened on the 7. We had signal problems at 5th Avenue Bryant Park, which delayed eastbound trains going to Flushing for 2 hours between 12:30 and 2:30 today. And then we've had numerous incidents today with brakes being activated. And I'm going to say this now, and I said this on Twitter. Where are the feds? They need to come in. The FTA needs to come here immediately and see how bad the subways have gotten. It's not just Queens, folks. It's the entire system. Another door issue today. Southbound D trains had a door problem at 55th Street in Brooklyn. I can understand NYPD things. I can understand that. That's out of the MTA's control. Trains brakes activated on the C line. Let's see what else. Another door issue. Another issue on the F in Brooklyn. So all these issues happened in Brooklyn today. And then another issue happened in the Bronx. I'll quickly read this one because it was most recent. Yeah, there was earlier police activity at Broad Channel on the A train. So no need to get into it furthermore. But once again, this is the proof right here. And I'm going to say this again. The feds need to come in to New York City Transit and see what's going on. But Andy Quinto brought it out earlier on Twitter was that, I'm going to mention this. You know, I bet Governor Cuomo or President Trump told him, sorry, don't investigate this. Corruption at its finest. I'll show you the tweet. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, exactly. I'm ranting about it now, Andy. I'm ranting about it now because you know who did this. You know who did this. Patrick Nowakowski and his friend Elisa Pica. It's still Nowakowski. Quinto, remember this. This happened last year when Nowakowski was still the president. And now Pica's still doing the same thing. They're not going to fix those old signals at Queens Village and Floral Park. They don't care. And another thing, I'm going to quickly mention this. If anybody saw my Long Island Railroad fail from the fall, you all remember when I went to East Williston that when I was at New Hyde Park, the grade crossings were having an issue. So it's not just the signals, Andy. The grade crossings have to go too. There needs to be brand new grade crossings. I don't know if Murray Bowden's leaning on to something. I'll bring him up. A little bit of a rant here. But maybe the MTA should reevaluate that traffic light on Nassau Boulevard where the Garden City train station is. Maybe they should. And maybe, just maybe, they should reevaluate the traffic light on Willis Avenue in Mineola. Maybe they should. I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe they should look into those. I wouldn't rule it out if I were the MTA. I wouldn't. Now it's time to read your comments. Oh boy, it's going to be fun reading those. I will. So apparently nobody wants to chat. That's okay. I have no problem with that. And again, I had to rant. I'm sorry. But you know who's not going to cover this? That's right, local media. That's why I have to do their job all over again. Because again, they don't realize, I'm going to say this again. I said it on Twitter. Where is the Federal Transportation Administration? We need the feds. They need to come over here. And I'm going to go off topic for a second. If they can go over to NYCHA, and Ben Carson can go over to NYCHA, why can't we get the head of the FTA to come over to New York and take a look at this? I don't understand any of this. I really don't. And that's my final point. I know, I've been ranting for... I don't understand any of this. You know what? Let me play my last soundboard of the night.
You don't understand all that.
Yeah, I think that's where it has come down to at this point. So I'm going to go off the air because that's, again, I don't have any new information. If you're just joining me, we've had a Long Island Railroad issue now for the past 3 hours where apparently, from what I got from the railroad earlier tonight was we have a track condition near Floral Park that is reducing train speeds on all mainline trains that serve Huntington, Port Jefferson, Ronkonkoma, and Oyster Bay this evening. I don't know when this is going to get fixed. So I'm going to advise everybody right now, if you can, please do not take the main line tonight if you don't have to. I would advise, if possible, to just take the Babylon branch. That's the best thing I could recommend doing at this point if you can make other arrangements and get to a Babylon train station to go home tonight if you're probably coming home from the city and you went to a restaurant or something. Because, again, shame on the Long Island Railroad. You know, it's Christmas. I thought maybe we would have a perfect day. No, you can't win with this railroad. You really can't. That's my last point. Check the comments. Well, I don't know why Matt can't cover this tonight. I think he's out tonight because, remember, it's Christmas, so he's probably with family. I can understand that because I'll go off topic for a second. I was at a friend's house earlier this evening, but the thing is, my friend lives the next town over me in Bayside, so I'm still here in the studio in Fresh Meadows, and I'm actually going to make a quick announcement. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to upload this week's service changes video. I'm going to record tomorrow and upload the same day because I'm not leaving my town tomorrow. Well, I'm going to be in Fresh Meadows all day. I'm just probably going to grab lunch in the area. I'll do that, and I can grab lunch in my area, and then I can just go home. So I'll be able to do that tomorrow because I figured since the holidays, I want to be nice to you guys and give you it 2 days early. So, plan ahead. So I'm going to go off the air because, again, I don't have any new information. If it somehow gets fixed tonight, please follow me on Twitter at Andy's Randomness. I'll constantly check my inbox if I can stay up late because I had a lot of Diet Coke tonight. So I could be up till 1 o'clock in the morning, and hopefully something will change by then. So I'm going to get going. Once again, if the railroad does get this solved later tonight, follow me on Twitter at Andy's Randomness. Same username. I'll hopefully tweet out the information from the railroad if it's official that all service has been resumed back to normal on all mainline trains. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Once again, to anybody celebrating, Merry Christmas. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with this week's service changes.